Hey, Dad.
Yeah,
How'd you get to be so big?
I guess I just grew that way.
What's it take to be a great basketball player like you?
Well,
Whoa. Who was that? Was that Stephen Curry? No, it couldn't be. Could it? If you thought you knew everything about the NBA superstar, I'm about to flip your world upside down. As a matter of fact, I'm about to drop some 30-foot knowledge bombs onto you, just like how Steph throws down those 30-feet bombs.
Saw Johnson playing in Toronto.
Dang, those shots were nothing but net. Swish. And speaking of swish, we're going to start off with the company that has a swish for a logo. How many of you actually know that Steph Curry was actually with Nike at one point? Before he signed with Under Armour, Stephen Curry was actually a Nike athlete. Stephen Curry had worn Nike sneakers since he was a kid, and he even wore them throughout his college career at Davidson. The decision to leave Nike and sign with Under Armour came in 2013. In a meeting at the Oakland Marriott, Nike presented their future plans with Steph Curry, but it was clear that their future plans would not align. Before the meeting, a Nike representative mispronounced Stephen Curry's name. The representative did not apologize nor correct the error. Talk about disrespect. As the meeting went on, other indications showed that Stephen Curry would not be a prime athlete under Nike. The Nike team didn't even have the decency to remove Kevin Durant's name from their PowerPoint presentation that they were making to Stephen Curry. I mean, we all know how great Kevin Durant is, but really, Nike? Really? Some people would go as far as to say that Under Armour got the steal of the century when they got that Stephen Curry signing. Speaking of steals, Stephen Curry is not known for his defense. That's a fact. But what if I told you that this guy actually led the NBA in steals for an entire NBA season? Would you believe me? Well, you should, because that is exactly what he did in the 2015-16 NBA season. Stephen Curry managed to swipe the ball 169 times. This gave him a total of 2.14 steals per game in the regular season. 2.14 steals per game for an entire season. Man, that is incredible. I know other players have had more incredible stealing numbers, but for a guy who has so much responsibility on the offensive end of the floor, this type of leather larceny is legendary. And if you thought his steals were amazing, wait until you hear this next part. Did y'all know that Stephen Curry likes golf? Yes, I bet we all knew he likes golf, and you're saying that's not something that we didn't know? Why is it on the list? Well, you're jumping the gun. This next thing is about golf, but not exactly what you're thinking. Stephen Curry is a charitable guy, and a few items on the list are going to be about his charitable nature, and golf is one of them. Stephen Curry jointly announced with the Howard University in Washington, D.C., that he will be guaranteeing full funding for their men's and women's NCAA Division I golf teams. The school and Steph Curry announced that these two teams would be added to the NCAA Division I starting in the 2020-21 school year. That's a lot of cash, man. Steph Curry funding two NCAA Division I teams in any sport is phenomenal. Speaking of phenomenal, have you heard about palm? Yes, palm like in the middle of your hand, but not in the middle of your hand, if you know what I mean. Palm is some type of technology, and we're going to talk about it next. Stephen Curry, three-point shooting Stephen Curry, has decided to invest in a three-point shooting technology that works in the middle of your hand called palm. It helps with your shooting. No, guys, that's just a bunch of baloney. I'm just kidding, but I bet I piqued your interest. Palm is actually a technology company that is owned by TCL. In 2018, Stephen Curry decided to financially back Palm and support their new Palm companion device that is being manufactured by a startup company from California. This new device is described as an ultra-mobile Android-based device that is a smaller, simpler companion than a smartphone. Earlier, we spoke about Stephen Curry's charitable nature, and our next item is going to be even more mind-boggling than his previous charity. Have you heard the phrase, nothing but nets? I bet you have, but I bet you haven't heard it in this way before. There is a charity organization that is called Nothing But Nets. This organization is involved with malaria prevention. This name is quite genius if you ask me. I know you didn't ask, but still, genius. Back in 2012, Steph Curry decided that he was going to donate 3 insecticide-treated mosquito nets for every three-point shot he made to this charity. Imagine a charity organization operating under a name called Nothing But Nets. This is clearly a play on words with a basketball reference. The organization then got one of the world's best basketball players to endorse them, and things just happened to fall right into place for these guys. I really hope you guys like this video. It looks really good, doesn't it? I think I did a really good job even without the help of a professional production company. And speak of the devil, did you know that Steph Curry has a production company? And yes, that's going to be the next item on the list, a production company, Unanimous Media. Steph Curry signed a multi-year, multimedia deal with Sony Pictures Entertainment in 2018. This multimedia deal saw Curry being synced up with the production company, Unanimous Media. The production company was named to honor Steph Curry's historical unanimous MVP selection. The production company is located on the Sony Pictures studio lot in Culver City. This deal includes many forms of media such as electronics, virtual reality, and gaming. The content put out by Unanimous Media includes material focused on faith and family-friendly content. You know you can't be the owner of a production company and not produce anything, right? It would be like you being the owner of the beer in your fridge and you don't drink it. Perfect analogy. Nailed it. So, the next item on our list that we don't think you know about Steph Curry is that he produced multiple films. Curry was an executive producer for the film Breakthrough that was released in 2019. Curry was also the executive producer of another film called Emmanuel. This film was also released in theaters in 2019. Emmanuel was a film that was created about the family members of the victims of the 2015 Charleston church shooting. As a rookie executive producer, Steph Curry did a fairly good job with these two, if I do say so myself. So guys, how do you think I am doing with the list of things that you don't know about Wardell so far? There are a lot of things many of you thought would be on this list about Wardell, but I surprised you a little bit, didn't I? Let me take a look at another thing I bet you didn't know about Wardell. His name. You may be wondering right now, who the heck is Wardell? Well, Steph Curry is Wardell. Actually, scratch that. His name is actually Wardell II. Yes, all of you know that Steph Curry's father is Del Curry. But have you put 2 and 2 together yet to figure out that Steph Curry is also named Del Curry and vice versa? His dad's name is also Steph Curry. So technically, his full name is Wardell Stephen Curry II. Your faith in my ability to produce good content should just be getting greater now. Speaking of faith, let me talk about Stephen Curry's faith. It is no secret that Steph Curry is a Christian. He made it very public knowledge that he is how he is because of his religion and faith. He is such a Christian that his shoes reflect it. This next item is about the Curry 1 shoe. If you have a Curry 1 sneaker gathering dust under your bed or in the back of your closet, first of all, how dare you? How dare you keep those beauties tucked away in the closet? Secondly, go grab them right now, because this next one is going to be really special. Did you know that on a lace loop of some of the Curry 1 basketball shoes, there is a note that says 413? This refers to a Bible verse. In the Bible, there is a section called Philippians and a subsection 4 and another subsection 13. This states, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I'm now at the last item on our list, and I've got a treat for you.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah,
How'd you get to be so big?
I guess it just grew that way.
What's it take to be a great basketball player like you?
Well,
Who is that little guy? Yes, you're right. This is the baby-faced assassin. Man, this commercial is from way back in the 90s. Steph Curry was in a Burger King commercial. Apparently, Burger King recognized that Steph Curry would one day be immensely talented and phenomenally great, so they used him to do a commercial in the 90s. They believed that in 2021, when people go back to watch the commercial, it will drastically increase their sales. I'm just kidding about that, guys. That's not how it went down, but it's still remarkable to see the baby-faced assassin in a video that's almost 30 years old. If you guys thought these facts about Steph Curry are crazy, wait until you see why 10 teams passed on Klay Thompson. I got the video for you right over here. My mouth literally dropped wide open when I looked over the reasons why these teams passed over one of the best catch-and-shoot guards of all time. Just click the video, and I'll see you on the other side.